Hey guys! Oh, that was so rough. Hey guys, it's Claudia. Do you like my setup? It's the same setup. I just put the camera back and I put my new macrame thing. Claudia, zoom in on it. It's pretty swank, huh? I have that. I have my fairy lights. I have the awesome poster that my friend Jay made of me and my friends. I'm gonna put his Instagram right here. Better freaking follow them. And I have my yellow beanie. I want to say thank you because you guys have been so amazingly awesome lately. I've gotten just so much love on my videos. So I was watching Get Out with my friend last week for the first time. It was amazing, even though everyone said it was, but like, I'm just adding my 2 cents into it. Anyway, so I watched it with my friend and I pull up my phone after and I get all these Instagram followers, and then my friend messages me on Tumblr and she's like, isn't this you? And I was like, and I checked the thing and someone made a Tumblr post about me. I'm gonna put it here. And it got like super popular and I was like, oh my god. I died. And then I excitedly went back home and I checked that my video that had 300 views went to 500 views in a night, and then now it's at 800 views, which is crazy. That's crazy. Ah. Hey guys, cute selfie just to tell you guys, I know to some people that's like not a lot, but to me that is a lot. So, don't make fun of me in the comments. Okay, bye. Amazing. I want to like thank you guys so much for that because that's like, I'm so happy. I've tried to do YouTube in the past when I was like a little baby dumb child, but I never did anything I liked and it never turned out well, and I didn't get like any followers, anything. But my videos now are like nicely successful and that makes me like really happy. Um and I'm like so thankful that you guys like what I'm doing, because the It and Stranger Things fandom is like so bleak and so sad, and I want to like just make a little bit of happiness, and other Netflix TV shows I'd love to talk about like Series of Unfortunate Events. I'm so excited for that. In my macrame there's an eyeball. I think it's like right here. Zoom in on the eyeball, Claudia. I'm also glad you guys like my, like, I don't know, I had like that vlog I did with my friend and like I went to Value Village and you guys like that one. I want to make more style videos because I have a pretty fun, quirky sense of style. And yeah, and I'm really glad that you guys enjoy what I'm doing. If you have any videos that you absolutely want me to make, please comment down below. My only exception is I really don't want to do anything like drama related. Like, I don't want to do anything about like the Stranger Things or It Kids and like drama. I know everyone wants to talk about Jack Dylan Grazer. I might, only because this, I don't know what's going on with this kid, but I want to make it like on a broader topic of like, what are we doing to children in Hollywood? But anyway, so now this video. So we're gonna talk about the Stranger Things ship. We're talking about Stranger Things today, guys. We're switching it up. The Stranger Things ship Harringrove. If you don't know what Harringrove means, when I first heard it, I was like, what? Why? You're spelling Harrington wrong, you idiots. But then someone told me that for some reason people felt the need to ship Billy, a psychopath, a racist psychopath, sorry, and Steve, the best. Just awesome. Except he's slightly less cool than Lucas Sinclair. And that boggled my mind as to why people shipped it. I'll be honest, I was like not super surprised something would come out of that, because like seeing the season, it's like, oh, they added an attractive guy and Steve is single now. You know? It's obviously not going to be canon, like, anytime soon. If it is, I would be actually disappointed. I'm like, out of all of the things you can do LGBT in relation to Stranger Things, you're gonna do Harringrove, you're not gonna do, like, Byler, or, like, anything. Anything, just, Will being gay related. Anything. 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 So, I'm gonna first talk about why people ship this. It's kind of like how I take my videos when I talk about ships on this channel. People ship them, if we're looking just at what we have. People ship them because of scenes they have together are very intimate and kind of intimidating, especially on the Billy part. Like, for example, when they're playing basketball and Billy is shirtless and they're like sweaty. Or when Billy and Steve are like in the locker room or in the shower, and they're like, he's like, I'm cooler than you, Steve. And he's like, okay, please let me just wash my hair. Or when or when Bill comes to the buyer's house and he's like, hey, I am here and I would like my sister. And Steve is like, yeah, I'm here, don't cream your pants. Sex. Like, the sexual tension, you could cut it with a knife. And I'm like, no. Like, I'm a ready shipper. I'm all for subtle references. It's also, they're not like what people think they are. Sometimes when I see, like, ships like these, I'm like, you guys don't know what, like, you guys have this weird idea of what a relationship is. People think that, like, characters who hate each other are super compatible all the time, and that's, like, a quirky thing. I get it with Reddy, because it's, like, a cute kind of dynamic. But for Harringrove, one is a psychopath, racist bully, and the other's just a cool guy. That's too much of a dynamic, if I'm honest. Well, now I'm going to talk about why it's bad that people ship them. Now, I don't know if I mentioned it in this video yet, but Billy is a bully and a racist and a psychopath. Now, am I saying that, you know, characters aren't redeemable? No. But am I saying we should forgive the racist? No. One of the most interesting parts for me watching season 2 is, at the beginning, I was so certain that Billy was gonna be something. Like, he was gonna be like a, I don't know, like, the reason him and his family and Max left California is because of, like, some government thing. They had to be, like, called to Hawkins, and, like, it was a whole thing. Because I thought, oh, why does he hate Lucas? Did the government people tell him something about Lucas? What did Lucas do? It kept me on my toes until the last part. You're like, oh, he's just a racist guy. And it kind of goes over your head, but in like it's like, I even talked to my friends about this, and I would be like, oh yeah, Billy's a racist, and they'll be like, what? And I'm like, yeah, he hates Lucas, and we don't get a discernible reason why, therefore he's racist. And they're like, that literally, like, flew over me, and I'm like, well, we're all very white. So stupid. Okay, I just want to show you guys, like, what really this relationship is on Tumblr and why it looks so attractive. Here's just an example. Good morning. It's been raining since last night, and it's still raining today, so Billy and Steve just laying in bed, being lazy, and just laying on each other and talking every now and again about the things that they love about each other. Billy watching Steve on his chest and tracing the lines on Steve's face, watching his breaths closely, studying and memorizing everything on Steve's face. Billy then falling asleep, and Steve waking up and watching Billy sleep, cherishing how soft and gentle Billy is when he's sleeping. The two of them just laying in bed all day, only getting up to use the bathroom or get food. The two of them just loving on each other and planting soft kisses every once and again. The two of them just being so comfortable with each other and so in love. My voice, was losing during that. But you can also see the point of Billy would never do that. Billy's the same guy who puts cologne on his crotch and pumps iron while smoking a cigarette, while listening to, I think it was Hungry by the Wolves. Hungry Like the Wolves. I think. Probably not. He's kind of an asshole. Do you think he would ever just lie down with a girl? Just lie down with someone and watch them sleep? Out of admiration, not like a I'm gonna kill you later kind of thing. You guys kind of almost sound like you're rewriting the characters to fit your own imagination of what you want these characters to be, so it would look cuter. Also even things like this. The biggest argument Steve and Billy have gotten into in the last 6 months is because Billy ate the last can of ravioli and didn't tell Steve. So now Steve has to go to the store while it's pouring down rain because he wants his goddamn Chef Boyardee. Oh my god, what relatable content! Don't you think, their last argument would have been hey, why did you punch me in the face? That wasn't nice. Now I'm bleeding. A lot. I think my nose is broken. The other guy being well, you also punched me in the face. And I'm being yeah, once. You beat me to the floor. And the only way to stop you is your sister had to, inject something into you. But, it's cute, because, Chef Boyardee, am I right? Oh my god. This is, an AU? AU? I think that's what it's called. Of Billy owning a chocolate store, and, Steve coming in and being oh, hello, I like chocolate, and then they fall in love. Do you think Billy would ever own a chocolate store? Okay, the thing is I like Billy's character. I think he's interesting. I'm not rooting for him. I don't support what he does. But when he does things, I'm wow, what a complicated character. I'm not yay, go beat that other guy. You know? I think the only accurate one I've seen so far is Nancy, I'm cold. Jonathan gives her his jacket. Steve, I'm cold too. Billy sets Hawkins on fire. Yeah. Again, so the rest of these are just kind of the same dumb things where they're just changing Billy's character. Now let's talk about why this is happening. Why are people so insistent on Tumblr on shipping this terrible person with this perfectly fine person? It's because they're two attractive males. Breakthrough the century. You see, Tumblr loves doing this thing where they take any conventionally attractive characters that they find on a show, and they just put them together. Now, the thing is I'm not completely against this, because I think there's kind of a cool culture in the idea of taking characters that aren't really outed on TV, but are essentially were kind of outed from the internet. I think there's kind of a cool power in that. For some people, this is the only way they can get representation of some sort, And I find that's really awesome. Again, with Ready, I find it awesome that people have essentially taken this this book and this movie and this other movie and have been yep, it's they are canon, make it canon because it's canon. And I find that awesome. But Why does it have to be Billy? Billy is just a bad character, and I don't like him. I really, all I'm hoping for in season 3 is that there's just another conventionally attractive character around Steve's age, so people will just start shipping him with them, so we can just leave this whole thing behind, because I hate it. In all of these ships, they never fail to mention that Billy has an abusive father. Now I get it, abuse is bad and it shapes a person, but they're like, oh, he's bad, but like, his father was abusive. That doesn't mean he can be a terrible person. If anything, it should give him more incentive to be a great person because he doesn't want to treat anyone like his father. Now, if I'm being a little bit ignorant about people with abusive parents, I'm really sorry, but like, are you really gonna stick up for the racist bully? People are like, oh my god, look how much he's changed at the end of the episode. Like, he didn't harass Max when she went to the dance. And I'm like, thank goodness he didn't harass her. What an angel. And I'm also like, she literally tranquilized him and almost killed him with a little, like, nail bat. He is scared. That's why he did not, like, yell at her before going to the dance. Yeah, idiots. It's just annoying. Because I'm like, this needs to not happen. Why is this happening? I don't like it. Anyway, guys, I think that's it. I think that's all I wanted to talk about. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, leave a comment telling me if you enjoyed it. Fight me in the comments, right? I forgot my outro is fight me in the comments and my intro is let's get into it. But I literally forget it every time. But fight me in the comments down below. You can fight me if you like Steve, or if you like Billy, because then I'll just be like, well, you're a pretty terrible person. And if anyone's like, Billy's redeemable, maybe, but like, I don't know, man. I kind of hope they don't make Billy redeemable, because for once, this is like one of the only villains that hasn't left from season 1. Or even though, like, we technically, because in season 1, the villains were technically Steve and the Demogorgon. The Demogorgon died at the end and Steve redeemed himself. Season 2 comes around and we get an even bigger threat than Demogorgon and Billy. I don't want this to just keep happening every time and then we have all these, like, badass looking guys that are like the new villain of every season. Let's just keep it at Billy. I like Billy. He's fine. He's a very Stephen King, Henry Bowers kind of villain, and I enjoy that. I really want chocolate right now. Okay, bye.